going, y'all? Welcome back to the channel. I'm Ryan, and we're actually going to be doing the very first wash on my 2008 Viper. So I've actually picked up a few new goodies. So one, the camera that you're actually watching on, I've seen a lot of guys do their vlogs and everything with just a GoPro. So I got a GoPro 10 for Christmas. So we're gonna try that out. And then also, another new goodie, I've got one of the foam guns. So I do not have like a pressure washer. So that's the difference between like a foam cannon and a foam gun, is the gun just connects to like your regular water hose. So we're gonna be trying that out on the Viper today, but gonna see how well this thing will actually soap up. So I know everybody loves like that nice white blanket that covers the car. Don't think we'll get that, but we'll see how close we can get with this foam gun. So let's dive into the box and then we'll get started. Looking at everything it comes with, you got your canister to hold the soap, your nozzle to hook up to your regular garden hose, and then these are your 3 tips. So depending on the size you choose, depends on how much soap it actually dispenses. It's not necessarily rocket science, but I was struggling to figure it out. So you need to take your hose, there's basically just like a rubber tip protector. So you unscrew that. Then the arrows is what tripped me up, because you would think you would go with like the flow of the water with the arrow, but wrong. You screw it on to your hose end, arrows facing your hose end. So snug it up. Then I actually chose the green tip. Green tip seems to be the largest. You could actually do it without a tip at all. That would provide the most flow, but we're gonna go with the green tip. So we're just gonna shove that in the end of this. Then your tube that it comes with, that should slide on all the way like that. Then this, oh, it just shoves in there, but it's got like a little filter, so I guess you don't pick up any debris. You'll just shove that in there. We're gonna put the soap in, or we're actually gonna put water in first, then the soap. That goes like that. But then part that I was kind of really struggling with is the hookup. I guess you're supposed to pull back on the nozzle part, and it says it just clicks into place, but I haven't been able to get it. Oh wait, there we go. Okay. And then I don't know why it's so, oh, once I tighten this down, it'll be sturdy like that. Perfect. But now we're all set up, ready to go. Just got to fill it with water and soap. So I've got brand new Meguiar's Deep Crystal Car Wash. I normally run the gold class, and that's actually what I'm going to put in my bucket. I just got a little bit of that left, but this is brand new. We're going to try it in our actual foam cannon. So we're just going to pour this in and see how it does. I guess I'll do about that much. I'm not really sure how it's supposed to work. We'll fill it first, and then I'm going to fill it with water. wash was a success. That Adams foam gun did pretty well. So it actually produced more foam than I expected, because with the Canon, I know like it lays like a really thick layer of foam on there, but I wasn't sure how it was gonna work with basically just the water hose, but it did pretty well. And because this was the first time I've washed it, you get up close and personal with every square inch of the vehicle, and I would say it's probably an 8 out of 10. It's not pristine paint, but it's also not terrible either. There are a few imperfections where probably rock chips, that kind of thing, and then actually on the side sill for the driver's side, getting in and out of the vehicle, I'm sure it's not the easiest anyway, but people's feet have drug on that side sill, so there's some scuffing on that, but overall not too bad. So I've got it all dried off and gonna get it back in the garage and just kind of do like a small detail on some of the worst spots. But I definitely recommend that Adams gun if you don't have a power washer. So I don't know if I did it correctly. I kind of used it as more of like a base layer, get most of the dirt and grime off, and then did just the bucket method. And yes, I only did the one bucket method. You're supposed to do 2, but sue me. So I did that, washed it with the bucket, and then hit it again with that foam can to just get any residuals off. But from where it started to where it is now, drastic improvement. So it looks really good. And before we put it back home to rest, we always got to do the obligatory cold start. I just lifted the hood, and the amount of water that comes through those vents is unreal. So I mean, I guess everything in here is okay to be wet, because it is now, but I'm gonna dry it off the best I can. Feels good to have a clean car. So like I said, I'm just kind of got in the garage now, drying up any residual leftover water, and then I'm actually hitting it with like the quick detailer. So that way, if there are any like little imperfections, just trying to hit it with this, just to try to get, as best as I can, kind of hide those or see if they'll come out. Which some of them have, like their little tiny little scratches that are coming out with the detailer spray. I'm no pro, as you can tell, but I don't know. I just wanted to look good and just see what kind of potential damage we are dealing with. But I'm ecstatic for the way that like the paint is and everything. Like I said, it's not perfect, but solid 8 out of 10. So in my eyes, that's passing, just because it's not necessarily a show car. I do want to drive it because it puts a smile on my face. I want to put as many miles on it as possible. Just enjoy it. I'm able to hit the camera just right. Like I said, there are some imperfections. This is on the front bumper, so there's like some swirling or something right there. I've hit it with some detailer spray, and it's just certain things won't come off, but unless you're really looking for it, you can't notice it. Really, the only thing I found on the driver's side is people getting in and out of the car, because it is tough. There's these scratches here, so, and that makes sense, because like I said, it's not the easiest car to get in and out of, so it's kind of difficult sometimes not to drag your feet across this. A few rock chips up here on the passenger side front quarter panel, kind of past the headlight. That was a little rough. No detailing is going to get those up. Passenger side mirror took a few hits too, maybe some rocks or debris, but mainly the driver's side looks really good. It's the passenger side that took the abuse. The worst of the worst is actually kind of, luckily it's kind of underneath, but you'll notice there's a big chip where it's completely, the paint is gone. I can see like black or gray, whatever's underneath the paint, that's what you're seeing. So to give you some frame of reference, this is the passenger side of the car, so that's my fog light, and it's kind of on this bottom lip. But again, when you're standing, you can't see it. If you get down low, and then you can notice it. But again, it's a driven car, so nothing heartbreaking. And really, I'm just pointing out the imperfections just to document them, because I bought the car sight unseen. So this is really the first time I've seen it clean and just kind of going over every inch of it. So again, I'm not complaining about it because I didn't expect it to be perfect, but I did want to just be transparent and let you all know that it's not the most pristine Dodge Viper on the road, but it's near and dear to my heart. So even an 8 out of 10 is all right with me. I really appreciate everybody watching. If you do have any like tips or tricks for detailing or washing your car, drop them down below. Like I said, I'm no pro, so I'm learning, but I do recommend, like I said earlier, if you don't have a pressure washer, this little foam gun does wonders, so highly recommend that. But I do appreciate everybody watching. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel, and we'll catch you in the next one.